Today I'm visiting St Michael's Church. Oop, there's rather a large puddle. It's in the middle of nowhere. I'm hoping I can get in. Yes. It's a bit of a gloomy day, which I think might suit the atmosphere of the church. The parish dates from about 1325, maybe earlier. And this little church, oh look at the roof, the tiles are coming off. This little church was restored in 1859. Made a grant, I'm not sure who from, to extend the church and replaster the walls and install new seating. And the work was done by an architect called John C. Davis. It's very overgrown with lots of stinging nettles here. There was a railway quite near here at one time, and it was a thriving area, and this was the biggest and most popular church in the area. Apparently there are some gravestones, I just spotted one, and records show that burials took place between 1680 and 1916, and marriage records are recorded between 1680 and 1970. Apparently the original rector was a George Devenald, and then later on in 1888 there was a replacement of David Lewis by a David Worthington. And then in 1897 the Reverend Maurice James Marsden took over. I'm not sure which door to go in first. It looks very dark. I think I'll have to get my torch. In 1870 the church was listed as being good in John Wilson's Imperial Gazetteer of England and Wales. But by the 1970s the population had fallen and the church was abandoned, and it's been derelict ever since. I'm glad I've brought my torch with me. I think I'll look around the outside first, and then I'll get my torch and have a look in. You can have a look at this grave. It's leaning at an angle. Margaret Thomas, 1890 something. It's in Welsh, aged 70 years. This is in memory of at the top. I can't decide if this is a tomb or whether it's something to do with it. Oh, it must be a tomb, not the entrance to the church. These slabs have fallen over, or they've been taken down. They're not even readable. Oh, that's a shame. They've just kind of taken them all up and stacked them in a pile. You can't even read it. There's writing on there. Sacred to the memory of Griffith Morgan of the something farm, maybe. Something 60 years. 18 something, aged, I think it might be 87, I'm not positive. I'm always careful not to tread on them. I'm not even sure what this is. It looks very clean cut bricks. I'm not even sure if that was a tomb or whether it's a flower bed. It looks. Okay. I don't know if it's steps or slabs that have come off. There doesn't appear to be, there's not a stone on the top. Here's a big massive tomb here. Look at the slate, that would have been an enclosed one, because you can see the post holes, so it would have had metal posts and chains round. I'm going to be a bit cheeky and climb on here because I want to read the inscription, which I can't. Sometimes it shows up clearer on the camera. It may just do that afterwards when I watch it back. The writing is that bad, I can't even see if it's in Welsh or English. That's a shame. Let's just hop down. Well, that might be easier said than done. I shouldn't have climbed down now. I could get back down without breaking my neck. Right, there we are. A few more. There's the back. You can see the wooden window frame of the church there. I did notice there was a bricked up window around the other side. Oh God, fell down a hole. I'm not even sure which side of this grave has writing on it. I think it's the other side. Yeah, there we are. In memory of Mary Elizabeth Harris, the daughter of John and Mary Harris. My Welsh isn't good enough. I'm trying to see the date. 1865. There are a few. I reckon there's probably a lot more that you can't see. They've either been knocked down or got overgrown. It's quite a big one. Thomas Davis, 1878, aged 58. And Esther, 1893, aged 73. So the church looks like it's in the shape of a cross. I'm just going to pick this feather up. That's really pretty. I don't know whose feather that is. I'm going to pick that up, put it in my pocket. Oh, look, more graves. Oh, they're completely covered. There's just a massive tangle of brambles. You can't even see it. WH 18 something and DH 18 something. I always think this is sad when people don't care for them anymore. And there's a big one that those are leaning against, which I can't read at all. This really needs clearing. I bet there's quite a few in there. You can see the back of the windows there, the glass. I don't know how much we're seeing there. I've got a torch. We've both got torches. It's a square tower. So I imagine some of it, probably the tower, is original medieval, and then whatever was built on later by the Victorians. Sacred to the memory of Thomas Owens, something of this parish, who died January 1873, aged 41 years. Prepare to meet thy God. Also John Owens, son of the above, Thomas Owens, June the 5th, 1880 something, aged 23 years. Elizabeth Owens, who died March the 28th, 1901 maybe, aged 67. That's interesting. It's in Welsh and English. The top half is in English, the bottom half is in Welsh. I'm just trying to avoid filming Mum, who's taking a photograph. These look like really old ones. Oh, there's another one there under the tree. for another few. I can't understand why they don't clear it. I suppose there's no money. There must be somebody here who's got family links. These two under this tree have fallen over. I can see a little bird above me who's getting quite cross. I wonder if he's got a nest. He sounds kind of angry. I like the fact that it's got these really old trees around it. It's almost kind of in a woodland. Have a look at these ones. I think there are probably lots I'm missing because you just can't see. There's a farm next door and then it's just surrounded by fields. So there won't be any water or electric. So I can see why they wouldn't sell it, because apart from being a massive job to restore it, it'd be very difficult without any facilities. That's pretty. Ooh, in affectionate remembrance of the Reverend Thomas Rogers, who died May 27th, 1888, aged 65 years. Oh, there's a little teeny one, or is it? I'm not sure if that's the end of the one in front. It might be the foot of the one in front. I'm just trying to tread down the Reverend Matthias Jones, rector of this parish, died October 1805, aged 37. That's not very old. There's nice stones. These are all the vicars. They seem to have their own area. Benjamin Morris in this parish, 1875, and there's a smaller one with a cross next to it. I'll take pictures of these later. Oh God, I fell over a log. This one's fallen over. David Morris, May 1881, age 75. Rachel, who I think was his wife, also 1865 there. Two of them, 1865. Thomas, quite hard to see that. Oh gosh, can't get up. There's one right over by the church. Just get a view of the church there. Seems to be brightening up, thankfully. It looks like there's a footpath going through the trees, but that might be... I don't think there's any more graves there. I can't see any. I think that's just maybe an animal path, because it's bounded by fields and there's old animal poo everywhere. I don't know where the 1600 graves are. Even if we found them, you probably wouldn't be able to read the 1600 ones. Just look at this one, and then I can hear pigeons. See if I can get the torch and hopefully might see something in there. It does look very dark. In memory, Lewis Prothero, in this parish. Oh, this is the oldest one so far, 1797, age 63 years. And also Sarah Prothero. Can't read it. No, I can't read that one, it's a shame. You can see there's just some remains of bluish paint. It's a lovely tower. And the pigeons. I think my mum's just disturbed them. Oh dear, there's a really bad structural fault there. Right, this is very dark in here. Oh, I think the whole floor is poo. There's some tiles, or once was some tiles. Actually, this is gross. See, the plaster is coming off. That is all nest in there. There's all sticks. And there, all the holes are sticks. Oh, and the usual pigeons which you always get in these places. That's a nice view out there to the grave. It stinks as well. Sheep poo. Oh, there's the font. That's a shame. It needs putting back together. It's in 3 pieces. That's sad. Got the bottom, the top, and there's the plinth. I can't even lift that. I don't think I would try. I've got a bad arm at the moment. You see the lathe and plaster. And one rather forlorn pew. This isn't actually nice. It is all poo. You can see the doorway has come down. Nasty hole in the roof. It's very rotten. There's a supporting bar up there. There's the remains of another pew, but that's fallen over and's busted up. A bit of a window. That window's gone. Oh, there's a curved window frame on the floor. I don't know why people use these to keep animals in. You think they would kind of try and save it. There's part of the window frame. That window's still relatively intact. I don't know that it's actually been vandalised. I think it's just really badly decayed. I mean, you're looking at over 50 years of decay here. Let's see if I can get... Oh, there we are. It's not too bad with the light. A big hook hanging down there. I don't even know who's responsible for this now. It's been boarded up at one time, but it seems they've given up on it long ago. I assume it's a public right of way anyway. We came down on a bridle path. I reckon underneath here, the whole floor is probably those pretty tiles. You can look out, you can just see there's a farm over there. I'm glad I wore walking boots, because it is grim. Ugh. This here is where the pulpit would have been. You can see the plinth. Yeah, and there is the pulpit, what's left of it. That's a shame. Really smashed up. It's not even nice walking in here. There's a bit of something there, I don't know what that is. Yuck, yuck. And a very small bit of stained glass. That's pretty, the light's coming through nicely. Let's make for some nice photos, if nothing else. That's got red fabric on it. That would have been part of the pulpit, maybe? Oh, and studs, metal studs. Or a posh seat. I thought at first it was a door. Yeah, maybe, it could be the altar. So this probably, we think, is the pulpit, or what was left of it. There's some horrible looking, I don't know what that is, sack stuff. And here looks like there would have been a memorial stone. It looks like there's a memorial stone anyway. Maybe this could be a vestry on the side. There's a fireplace. And you can just see amongst all the poo is the grate of the fireplace. The surround sadly is gone. I think this is probably one of the grimmest churches I've been to. It's out of natural decay, not one that's been demolished and vandalised. One of the other chapels I've been to is actually in the paper this week, saying there's trouble with antisocial behaviour and youth taking drugs and drinking there. It doesn't surprise me, they need to secure it. Pigeons. Some big holes in the wall. Something's been detached from the wall there. I imagine there would have been stained glass here. So, hello, pigeon. So this would have been a nice sun coming in there, the shadow of the window. So this probably would have been the altar. But there's nothing left at all. It really smells up here. There's some hooks. And the ivy's starting to come through. This is bad. It just makes me want to get a shovel and clear this mess, because I can see there's really pretty tiles. And although I'm not religious, I don't like the fact that somebody just uses this and lets animals poo all over it. I don't even know if it's deconsecrated, I assume it is. The roof here is in better condition. It looks pretty solid. Oh, I can see a gap up there. All the ivy's coming through. Not much in this end at all, unfortunately. Ooh, I'll fall over. A nice view there. I'll wander back down and I shall take some pictures. I hope you've enjoyed having a look around this poor old church. And thank you for watching. See you again soon.